Hi, I'm Paul Capps. We're at the Band House Music Store in Texarkana, Texas today. This is the third in a series I call Primer Guitar Lessons, or very basic beginner guitar lessons. In the lesson 1 and 2, we went over a few things. If you haven't seen those and you're just beginning on guitar, I recommend that you go and look at 1 and look at 2 and kind of work with those. We're going to add a new chord today, and I'm using the Hal Leonard Guitar Method Book 1. You can get those at the Band House Music Store in Texarkana, Texas. We also have a store in Shreveport, Louisiana. They should have the book. And there's one in Sulphur Springs, Texas, and there's one in Garland, Texas. And if they don't have one in stock, just ask them and they can get one shipped up from the Texarkana store. We're going to turn to page, if you have one of the books, we're going to turn to page 47. And all we're going to do today is one more chord on the guitar. And we've already done an E minor and an A7. E minor and an A7. And today we're going to add a D chord to the other two chords to give us 3 chords that we're playing. The first finger will go on the 3rd string behind the 2nd fret. Like that. The 2nd finger will go on the 1st string behind the 2nd fret. Like that. And the 3rd finger will go on the 2nd string behind the 3rd fret. Like that. And then we're going to strum from the 4th string down, and the strings are numbered. The first one is the littlest string on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to strum from the 4th string down, and that's a D chord. I'm going to do that one more time. First finger will go on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. That. 2nd finger will go on the 1st string at the 2nd fret. And the 3rd finger will go on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret, where you're holding down behind the frets. And we play from the 4th string down. Now we're going to play a little bit with the 3 chords that we've learned, not anything too fancy. We're just going to do a E minor with a 1, 2, 3, 4. A7. Back to E minor. A7. E minor. A7. Now we're going to add the D. Back to E minor. A7. E minor. A7. E minor. A7, and we're going to do the D. Back to E minor. A7, E minor. A7, back to D. If you've been practicing some rhythm patterns that you've worked out, or any pattern, it could be a which would be just simple 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can play those 3 chords with that combination. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do, and you can work on this when you get ready to, is I'm going to mute the strings slightly by pulling my hand up where I let I'm pressing down and then I'm letting up. I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but I'm pressing down and I'm letting up slightly, just enough to where the string is muted. And you can see where my hand is. Let me get to the angle here. I'm kind of choking it like this. Just pressing and letting up, pressing and letting up as part of the rhythm. Now, you can make up your own rhythm pattern. You don't have to do exactly the same pattern that I'm doing. If you've been practicing different patterns, listen to your downloads or radio if you have a radio at the house, and just play along with some songs. Just kind of mute the strings like this and come up with your own patterns. We'll do a little bit in the regular guitar lesson series on rhythm and rhythm patterns. I may work a little bit using 5 or 6 different patterns on the primer course, but we'll take a look at that here in a few days and see. Right now I'm just going to show you one of the things that you can do with different patterns on the simple 3 chords that we've done. The E minor, the A7th, and the D. 2-finger chord, a 2-finger chord, and a 3-finger chord. Here we go. Okay, well, I think that'll do it for the 3rd lesson, and we'll do another one next week. This is Paul Capps at the Bandhouse Music Store in Texarkana, Texas. Have a good week.